Thanks, guys. Stroud flips the ball underneath, and that's Jeremy Rucker, the tight end, getting involved. He's a pretty good weapon, too, overshadowed in this offense, but the ball out to the 43.
He's an NFL tight end that they just don't have to use as much as they'd like to, but you'll be watching him play on Sundays for a very long time. Has such a big body, but you can see, really, when he came to Ohio State, he was known more as a receiver who was playing tight end, has really grown into the position at 6'5", 250. But you can see what he can do when he's got some room to run himself.
Their first down throw, and check it down underneath, and Williams is knocked down. Ohio State hasn't really had great field position, but it hasn't mattered. Look at this drive chart.
That's not a misprint. That's not your video game from earlier this morning when you played Madden. This is live. This is real. Like, this is what Ohio State has done in 6 possessions. And I can't imagine unless they self-destruct. I don't know how you stop this offense today. And Ryan Day's not letting off. He's not letting up in any way.
He is not. This is Wilson, 450-plus yards of offense in this first half. Still 4:24 to play before the break. And this is one of those deals where, who do you want to feed? Who do you want to get involved? Get everybody some stats, right?
Honestly, I don't think he looks at it like that. I think it's more about what's the defense providing, what coverage are they playing, is going to dictate who's going to get.
But I mean, who do you put in the game?
Oh yeah,
anybody in the game is going to get stats.
Yeah, for sure. But I don't even think his brain's come close to thinking that at this point. I think it's more about continuing to keep the foot on the gas.
You're probably right. There's time for that in the second half.
Yeah.
And Stroud, that time, didn't get rid of it quickly. Maverick Hansen on the sack, just the 12th the Buckeyes have given up this year.
Yeah, just a little bit of movement on the inside, little twists, caused a little bit of confusion. The center Whippler there, he stayed on his man, unable to come off. And a good job by Michigan State being able to get home, get Ohio State behind the sticks now.
See if it makes a difference. 2nd and 18. Good to see some of the backup Spartan defensive linemen, and they're still fighting. Down by 6 touchdowns. Williams breaks into the clear, spin move, and is knocked down at the 36. It's another first down for the backup tailback in this offense.
Yeah, I mean, that play just opens up Michigan State. As much as Ohio State has been throwing, they're clearing out. I mean, the middle linebacker that time, Kyle Holliday, he took off and run. There's Noah Harvey who's down. They cleared out.
Oh no, that's sad, guys. I know.
Nice pickup by Williams.
Well, the receiving corps that you visited with, you talked about the Earth, Wind, and Fire nickname. Something these guys are embracing. All of them got involved. Olave, just some beautiful catches, a couple quick touchdowns. Garrett Wilson has a couple touchdown catches. Smith and Jigba has been more of a complimentary player so far.
When I sat down with him, the thing that stood out to me is how unselfish they truly are. Not to say the right thing, but they genuinely pull for each other. And I asked him, is it weird when maybe you have 2 catches and he's got 11? They said, no, it all comes around eventually. So today it's Olave and Garrett Wilson, both over 100 yards. But I think it's cool, the brotherhood and how much they genuinely want to see each other.
Sorry, number 45 on Michigan
Nobody sit there.
State.
A lot of receivers are like, whoa. What about me? When am I going to get my chance? You don't get that vibe at all from these 3.
Alabama's best receiver was in the Ohio State wide receiver room. Jamison Williams has gone down there and become a star in Tuscaloosa.
Sure has. Imagine him in this room.
They really have something. You put the safety right there.
They'd really be onto something if they had. Just an embarrassment of riches there. Got numbers out wide. If he wants to throw a quick throw right here, he's got 2 blockers out in front. They're not walked out over him.
Stroud on first down. It is the 29th pass attempts, the 27th completion of this first half. Olave's got it at the 21.
Yeah, they're giving him about a 8 to 15 yard cushion, just dropping out. Look at him bailing. Just taking off, and Olave, instead of going downfield, says, "I'll just settle right here." Easy throw, easy read for Stroud. You know, that's the defense that a lot of teams try. Is, hey, I don't want him to go by me. I'll allow him to throw it underneath. Well, that's a first down.
Play action again. Dumped down to Mitch Rossi. Involved the tight end for the first time. Ronald Williams with a physical tackle.
Yeah, big hit by Ronald Williams, dislodged the ball. And fortunate for Ohio State, unfortunate for Michigan State. Big hit right there. It goes right out of bounds. See a couple of Spartan defenders right there ready to get on the ball if it would have stayed in bounds.
Landed on the paint.
This is what we thought the game was going to be. Michigan State allowing Ohio State to throw underneath, get them in the red zone, and then would Ohio State execute in the red zone? But we've seen so many big plays, we haven't seen a lot of this.
Land around. Wilson runs into heavy traffic, and they tackle him at the 11-yard line. This has been the most methodical possession for Ohio State today.
I'm gonna put them both together.
Ryan Day is such a perfectionist as a play caller. Those two games against Penn State and Nebraska, where they went 2 of 9 in the red zone as far as touchdown opportunities, really frustrated him. They got back to work, did a better job of it against Purdue. It's been a strength all year, with the exception of those 2 games.
First down. Master Teague has been a frustrating season. Hasn't played a lot of football. Missed about 4 games. Trying to get, you can hear the crowds.
Senior day.
Recognizing the veteran.
Yeah, good to see the big fella get his opportunity. You know, he has had some injuries. He's also seen a true freshman go right by him.
Stroud rolling, stretches the play, and flips it back in the end zone. Jackson Smith in Jigba. Touchdown number 6 for Stroud.
Just never gave up on looking for Jackson Smith and Jigba. And it opened late. A couple Michigan State defenders actually ran into each other. They had him covered. And then they ran into each other, and it just opened it up. There was no one left. Both the safeties.
Ohio State's never scored more than 54 against the Spartans head-to-head. They came back in the 60s, a Woody Hayes team, at 49 right now.
So you have Gross right here. He's going to try to stay with Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Ooh, dude, this is a good game. 49 points in the first half.
Right here, they end up jumping together, working together, and they end up colliding. And the whole time, I really thought you'd see Stroud give up on it and just kind of throw it away. But he sees this. All of a sudden he said, wait, last time I looked at you, you were covered. And then a couple defenders collide, and it opens it up for an easy touchdown pass.
There's some beautiful throws and catches and a couple of easy touchdown
Woo!
passes. And then with that touchdown, Stroud is 6th. Ties the single game Ohio State record. 4 others have thrown 6 in a game. Stroud could throw a dozen today if they keep full throttle. Incredible first
Like
time.
Fields
500
have,
yards, 501
yeah.
exact total
It's
offense.
spreading the wealth, too, not just to the receivers, the tight end, the running backs, everybody's been involved.
You one of the guys who threw 6 in a game? Were you one of those?
Yeah, we did that.
Is that right?
Yeah, weekly occurrence.
Why would you run out of bounds?
Haskins, J.T. Barrett, so the predecessors also did that. But that was in a game and a half. Back in 10 seconds. First look at this from Ram Trucks. What in the world when you say in the Michigan State sideline? 7 Ohio State touchdowns in the first half.
Dude, I think Reed's hurt.
Thorne, catch against the zone. You pick up about 9.5 yards there. So Deion Coleman.
The obvious thing is you just challenge one another as far as your competitive spirit. Right? I mean, that's the only thing you can rely on. This game is over, but you got to keep fighting.
Tries to find Hunt. Well defended over the middle.
I think that the thing to take away from this for people that watch around the country is, I know a lot of people bring up Ohio State lost to Oregon. If you want to look at this Ohio State team on both sides of the ball and think that they're the same team in week 10 that they were in week 2 or 3 or 4, it's a completely different team at quarterback and on defense.
Yeah, that loss sort of energized them, really.
Yeah.
Focused them.
Sure did.
Gained hunger from that. But results do matter. I mean,
course
let's
they
not
matter.
downplay the win by Oregon. They
Of
had
course.
C.J. Verdell healthy at that point.
Not
They
saying-
ran right through the
Not
defense.
saying that at all. In Oregon, they should be ahead and they should control their own destiny. That's great. I'm just saying this is a different football team. Doesn't take a well-trained eye to see that. If nothing else, just the energy and the confidence that they play with that experience of 10 games. And I keep pointing more
Let's
to
go,
this side of the ball.
Bucks!
I think we kind of knew that they were going to be pretty electric as an offense.
Matt Barnes, 35-year-old, who's called the defensive plays for the last 8 games. They've clamped down against the run primarily, right? 6 rushing touchdowns allowed in the first 2 games. Only allowed 3 since then. Incomplete. To the middle off the hands of Montori Foster. Now, you're talking in the break, and I heard you say it on game day as well. Look, we're already looking toward the postseason. Ohio State's tracking toward that. Georgia's sitting there, perhaps could afford a loss. That Dogs defense has been dominant against this offense. I'd sign up for that.
Of everything, of all the teams out there, you'd want to see
Dude, well, it would be absolutely hard for Georgia because you realize they have to come against us.
Best unit on one side of the ball, best unit on the other side of the ball in the country.
Here comes a blitz. It's picked up. Thorne scrambles and delivers incomplete. Try to make a play on the sideline there. Haskell Garrett with the pressure.
Well, let's go Bucks!
Well, the real question, Ohio State 7 possessions and 7 touchdowns, 41 seconds left. Do they take a knee or do they keep going?
I'm probably taking a knee, honestly.
You said they wouldn't throttle back.
I know. They haven't.
Fair catch made at the 18-yard line. Talked about the college football playoff rankings. The computers don't like Oregon. The FPI doesn't. The selection committee does have respect for what they did here and navigating the Pac-12. The Ducks are underdogs tonight against Utah. Want to tune into that one on
Think about
ABC.
that. They're underdogs in a tough environment going to Salt Lake. Cincinnati, people are very excited to watch them at home against SMU. SMU can spin it, can score a lot of points, as Ohio State will shut it down for the half.
And that loss moved them back to, what, about an even 500 yards of total offense in the first half. Stroud, 29 of 31, 393, and 6 touchdowns, 2 each for
Okay, guys, I will see you guys in the second half. Bye.